Oh, hey, fellow artists, it is Roz here, and today I want to gently challenge a belief that I hear all the time. If more people saw my work, I'd sell more. And on the surface, that sounds completely logical, right? Visibility feels like the missing piece, but if you're already posting, sharing, showing up, and sales still feel inconsistent or harder than they should, this episode might give you a bit of an oh moment. This episode is 110 of the Paint Rest Repeat podcast, which means you can find all the relevant links and the show notes over at permissiontopaint.co stroke podcast 110. Welcome to Paint Rest Repeat, the podcast for artists who are ready to ditch the overwhelm, follow their passion, and build a thriving art life on their own terms. I'm Roz, an Aussie artist, mum of two, and creative business coach who knows exactly how wild, wonderful, and wobbly the artist journey can be, because I've lived it. I left behind a safe teaching career to follow my heart into art, and now my work hangs in galleries and major art fairs across Australia. After years of coaching, I'm passionate about helping you ditch the starving artist myth, stick it to the naysayers, and design a creative life that truly lights you up. So if you're ready for real talk, practical tips, and heartfelt encouragement, you found your podcast. Hit follow and let's dive in. I want to start by naming the belief directly because I hear it from capable artists all the time. If more people saw my work, I'd sell more. So the response to this usually is to post more, to try another platform, to follow more advice, to share more often. And before long, you are visible in lots of places, but you're exhausted. You are second guessing yourself and wondering why it still isn't translating into sales. Here is the uncomfortable truth. More eyeballs don't automatically equal more buyers. Now, visibility on its own doesn't sell art. Visibility with no clear focus on who it is actually for and what it's meant to lead to becomes what I call forgettable visibility. It looks like posting your work everywhere because you feel like you should, or trying to say too many things at once, or changing direction constantly based on what you think might work. And that kind of visibility doesn't just dilute your message, it slowly erodes your confidence too. This is also why so many artists post consistently for a few weeks and then fall off the edge of the planet. It's not because they're lazy or flawed or not enough, because it's unsustainable. There's an important distinction most artists haven't been taught to think about, and that is the difference between being seen, being remembered, and being trusted. Most artists are visible, but they are visible without a clear sense of what they want that visibility to lead to. And when you don't know what matters most, everything starts to feel equally important. We're talking about every post, we're talking about every platform, every opinion from a peer or an expert. That level of mental load is both exhausting and smothering, and it's one of the biggest contributors to burnout that I see. Now, when you are trying to grow everywhere all at once, you are constantly reacting instead of choosing. You are busy, but it doesn't feel like things are actually moving forward. And that's when artists start to pull back, disappear for a while, or quietly wonder if it's even worth it. This is exactly what I am teaching a live masterclass on very soon. It's not about how to post better. It is not about which platform to use, but it is about how to get your art in front of the right buyers without doing everything. Inside the masterclass, I'll be talking about what deserves your attention first, what can wait, and why doing less but better will change everything for you. So if this episode is resonating, if you are creating regularly, selling some work, even if it's inconsistent, and feeling ready for a steadier way forward, I would love to invite you to the live masterclass. It is low cost, practical, and designed to help you stop second guessing and start making choices that actually support your work and your income. You can find all the details and register via the link in the show notes or head straight to permissiontopaint.co stroke attract. You don't need to be everywhere. You need to know what's worth focusing on. That is it for today's episode, and I'm so glad we could share this time together. I'm Rose Gervais, and I'll catch you in the next episode.